In cultivating self-awareness, you got those two steps. And the third step is to practice self-reflection, right? Very important if you want to cultivate self-awareness to have self-reflection practices. So set aside regular time for doing just that. And this can be done through, we mentioned it earlier, journaling, meditation, or even just simply quiet contemplation. Simple as that, right?
Mhm.
During these moments of introspection, ask yourself probing questions about your thoughts, about your emotions, and about your experiences. So pay attention to reoccurring patterns when you do this. Pay attention to the things that trigger you. Pay attention to the reactions in your life, right? Self-reflection allows you to gain insight into your inner world and uncover deeper layers of your authentic self. Hey everyone, welcome
Hey,
back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, let me ask you a question. Is it possible that transformations are no longer the solution for you to have the inner peace and outer prosperity that you deserve? Think about that, right? Sure, your transformation is great, but what could be better? Today's live stream class is discovering how a life of inner peace ignites your success for outer abundance. And by the end of this live stream, you'll have the profound principles of infinite mastery and how to apply them to your connection with your higher self in your personal and your professional life. So in this is going to be an important live stream class for you, we believe, right? Because if you find yourself constantly stressed and overwhelmed by the demands of daily life, yet still struggling to achieve wealth and prosperity, it's important to know that if you don't take control now, this relentless stress, combined with the financial pressures, could continue to erode your mental and physical health, leaving you perpetually exhausted, anxious, and far from reaching and achieving the success you desire. So today, you'll unlock the secrets to living a life of authenticity and self expression. You'll overcome financial insecurities by adopting a mindset anchored in the infinite abundance of the universe. And you'll discover powerful spiritual techniques to uncover your true purpose and direction in life. That's a lot to ask in an hour, right? But we're going to do our best to deliver. So imagine a life where inner peace fuels your outer success, where stress fades away and every challenge becomes insignificant in the grand scheme of infinity. Envision your relationships blossoming, personal growth accelerating, and deep sense of fulfillment that's guiding you in your every action. This isn't just a dream. It's a reality you can achieve by joining our transformative class here, right? So let me ask you a question. If we could show you how to instantly have that inner peace to fuel and activate your DNA to attract the unlimited money you want without years of therapy, without any medical procedures, right? Without repeating unconvincing affirmations or working around the clock or resorting to the get quick rich schemes that are out there, would that be of value to you? All right. Well, with your permission, let me just quickly share something we've come up with that will help you fully turn on what we call the ignition factor, catapulting your business with 6 radical steps. If it resonates with you, you can jump on the opportunity for early registration. It's a master class with that exact title. Okay, the ignition factor, catapulting your business with 6 radical steps. And it will be approximately 2.5 hours of us taking a deep dive into 6 radical steps that will catapult your business to new levels of success. We'll show you how you can have more money, more abundance, and spirituality in your life almost instantly. But before we drop the link, if you can get the link ready there, Ross, before we drop the link, let me tell you upfront what the investment will be because it's crazy. Okay. In one of our brainstorming sessions, we were discussing what would it take, what would make it easy and affordable, even for those who are experiencing struggles right now in their business. And I said to Ross, well, what if we made it so that everyone could name their own price? Okay. And then there was a few moments of silence, and he said, that's crazy even for you. Right. So here's my crazy idea. All we ask is that you go to the following link that we're going to drop in the comments. Okay. hackingtheinfinitymatrix.com/ignite. Check out what it's all about. Decide that it's something for you that you want to attend. And then here's the kicker. Choose what you can affordably afford and comfortably afford between $1 and the retail price that we're going to be pricing it at, which is $197. So anywhere in between that, whatever you feel you are in the position to do. All right, we want to leave it up to you. Then show up next Thursday on the Zoom link we send you when you register, and we promise to knock your socks off with two and a half hour master class. Okay, does that sound awesome or what? I mean, how often do you get to choose your price, right? So if that sounds right for you and something you want to check out, again, click that link, drop a hashtag that's crazy in the comments if you want to kind of poke a fun at me, and consider it our way to remove any excuses that might prevent you from attending a masterclass event that will catapult your business results this year. Okay, there's still time before the end of the year to turn things around if it's not where you want it to be yet. All right. Instead of just offering it for free, deep down, we both felt that it was the best way to serve you. Okay. Because you see, in every test we heard about or even experienced with online trainings, the moment a student pays something to attend a training, all kinds of magical things happen. And we tell you about them on that landing page. So go ahead and click that link. Instead of the live stream, you'll be able to register for that and jump on that private Zoom for that training. Get all the full details and register now at hackingtheinfinitematrix.com/ignite. The ignition factor of catapulting your business with 6 radical steps. Now, let's jump into today's live stream and discover how a life of inner peace ignites success for outer balance.
Exactly. So, the first thing you need to do to find that inner peace is to actually do the deep work. It's going to require you to doing some inner reflection to at least explore the concept of authenticity. To be honest, it will be, well, it's going to involve exploring the idea and concept of being true to yourself, embracing your unique identity, your values, and even examining the impact of your current beliefs from a place of detachment that allows you to look at them objectively. This is often very difficult to do. It often is difficult to do on your own because, well, let's face it, you'd do anything to hold on to and justify your belief systems, whether they serve you or not. And this is why it's encouraged that you have someone coach and guide you through the process. To facilitate this type of honest exploration, you can engage in a variety of introspective practices and activities, as long as they are aimed at deepening your self-awareness and understanding of your true essence. And some of the ways to explore the concept of authenticity we've shared and discussed in previous live streams, and we've also teach in more in depth in the upcoming masterclass. So one of the things is journaling. People often find that writing down thoughts, feelings, and experiences can help to reflect on their true self. uncover lifelong patterns, reignite deep desires, and clarify values that contribute to your sense of inner peace and authenticity. And another one is it's going to be mindfulness meditation. A rapidly growing practice is mindfulness meditation and exercises, and this can cultivate present moment awareness, allowing you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. And this can lead to greater clarity about your authentic desires and motivations.
Yeah, and then there's excuse me, then there's self-expression, self-reflection exercises, right? Where this is where you do intentionally and deliberately set aside some dedicated time for introspection and self-inquiry. Not always easy, right? Often it can involve asking yourself a probing question about your identity, who you are, your purpose, what you're here for, or even your values, right? What's important to me? And then it's up to you to honestly explore the answers that arise from that contemplation. And whenever possible, it's important to seek feedback, right? For some, this can be a little challenging because they may feel their ego being threatened, right? Especially if done with the wrong group or wrong person. Okay. It's when you set out to ask trusted friends, family members, or mentors for feedback on who you are, like who shows up, all right, what your strengths are, and the areas that you need improvement, and to be humble enough to accept that. The right person or group of people can provide some truly valuable insights and perspectives that that may not be immediately apparent, no matter how much self-reflection you do, right? But last, not least, is the concept of exploring personal passions, right? We talk about this quite a bit in our live streams. We're always encouraging students and clients to consistently engage in activities and hobbies that bring joy and fulfillment, right? The vibrational impact of that is tremendous. And we call them inspired actions. Tuning into these inspired actions can often provide clues to what resonates at the core of who you are and will bring you the most inner peace and allow prosperity to flow effortlessly into your life in a way that you never thought possible.
You know, we can look to nature to illustrate the importance of authenticity in leading a fulfilling life. So consider a tree. When allowed to grow in its natural environment, it embodies authenticity effortlessly. Its branches, they stretch out towards the sky. The roots, they delve deep into the earth. And its leaves, they dance on the breeze, reflecting its unique essence and vitality. And because you are part of nature, when you embrace your authentic self, you are like trees flourishing in their natural state. You become rooted in your values and your beliefs, reaching towards your aspirations and expressing your true essence without and the limitations or inhibitions. And just as a tree's authenticity allows you to thrive and contribute to its ecosystem, connecting with and expressing your authentic self throughout your life will lead you to a life fulfilled with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. By honoring your authentic self, you can tap into an innate strengths and passions and potential, which will allow you to truly blossom into your truest, most vibrant, spiritually evolving life force, as we call the self. The other thing to consider, in order to have better understanding of what it means to be authentically you, is to look at how society has set up expectations and put in place certain conditioning that often lead to disconnecting from your authentic self. And in doing so, you end up unable to truly connect with your inner peace.
These societal expectations and conditioning have had a powerful influence on many of us from an early age. Think about it, shaping our beliefs, our behaviors, and the perceptions, and perceptions of yourself and the world around you. So, how do societal expectations and conditioning lead to a disconnect from our authentic selves? Well, it creates cultural norms and values that you feel you have to live by and adapt to, right? Society often imposes certain norms and values that dictate how individuals should behave, how they should think, and how they should feel, right? And as our good old Tony Robbins says, don't shit all over yourself. Right? These norms may include gender roles, career expectations, standards of beauty, or even social status. And if you internalize these societal expectations at any time, you may feel pressured to conform to these standards, even if they conflict with your true desires and your beliefs, right? Creating inner conflict, right? Which then is going to take you away from inner peace, right? Another powerful variable, though, is your family dynamics, right? Family dynamics play a significant role in shaping your identity and sense of self. So, parents, caregivers, and other family members may inadvertently reinforce societal expectations through their words, through their actions, and their expectations. Right? For example, a parent may encourage their child to pursue a particular career path or conform to certain cultural traditions, regardless of the child's true interests or aspirations. Also, what they adopt or learn from their parents will influence how they end up shaping their personality. And they just think what they're doing is for the best, right? With the parents or the caregivers, they think what they're doing is for the best. More often than not, it's not malicious. In some cases, yes, but not in most cases. So growing up, we often feel peer pressure from these peer groups and social circles who also play a role in reinforcing societal norms and expectations, especially in the formative years, right? Now, you may have felt pressure to fit in, and again, getting acceptance from those peers. Or maybe you have kids and you're noticing it from their perspective now as they're going through those stages, right? Leading you and them to adopt behaviors and or attitudes that are not always authentic to your core essence. And this can result in a disconnect between who you are and who you feel you need to be in order to be accepted in the world.
Exactly. And to add into the mix, there's the ever present media influence. There's the mass media, which includes television shows, movies, advertising, and of course, the tip of your fingers, instant and constant access to social media. It all perpetuates idealized images and narratives that often promote unrealistic standards of beauty and success and happiness. Constant exposure to these images can distort your perceptions of who you are, which often leads to feelings of inadequacy and self doubt. I mean, no wonder so many people have such a difficult time with finding and enjoying their inner peace. And with so many external factors working against us, we only compound the issue by adding in our own fears of rejection and self judgment. The fear of rejection and judgment from others who can also contribute to a disconnect from our authentic self. You may suppress or hide aspects of your identity that you fear will not be accepted or approved by society, which only leads to a loss of self expression and true authenticity. And if you're not expressing your true authenticity and coming from that place of inner peace, It just makes it next to impossible to experience the outer prosperity so many of you are searching for. So, overall, societal expectations and conditioning create a complex web of influences that can absolutely get in the way of owning your true self and prevent you from living authentically. So, in recognizing and challenging these influences is essential for reconnecting with your inner peace and your authentic identity so you can begin living a life aligned with your true values and your aspirations.
So, so why is it important to embrace your authenticity? Why is it important to you? We feel it's because embracing authenticity can bring you countless benefits and enrich your life in profound ways. First and foremost, it can significantly boost your self esteem. And by accepting yourself fully, flaws and all,
Mhm.
you cultivate a deep sense of self assurance and self love. Instead of constantly striving to meet external standards or seeking validation from others, you learn to appreciate yourself for who you are authentically. This newfound confidence empowers you to pursue your goals, your dreams with conviction, knowing that you are worthy and deserving of success. Plus, embracing authenticity can put you in a place to build deeper and more meaningful relationships in your life. Being genuine and honest about your thoughts, your feelings, and experiences allows you to connect with others on a deeper level. Authenticity creates an atmosphere of trust and openness, facilitating genuine connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Your relationships become more authentic and fulfilling. Think about that. Enriched by vulnerability and genuine emotional intimacy. And these are fundamentals for having inner peace. Also, embracing authenticity can bring you greater overall satisfaction and fulfillment in life. So instead of chasing after external markers of success or trying to live up to others' expectations, you focus on aligning your actions and choices with your true values and your passions. And this leads to a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment in everything you do, whether it's pursuing your career aspirations, engaging in hobbies and interests, or nurturing your relationships. Living authentically allows you to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life grounded in authenticity and purpose. So embracing your authenticity naturally leads you to exploring the idea of self-expression. And true self expression is the art of authentically communicating your thoughts, your feelings, and expressions to the world around you. It goes beyond mere words or actions. It's about allowing your inner essence to shine through in everything you do.
Exactly. So, understanding the importance of self expression is crucial in honoring your true self, finding inner peace, and creating outer prosperity. When you authentically express yourself, you acknowledge and celebrate the unique qualities that make you who you are. This act of self affirmation fosters a deep sense of self acceptance and self love, and essential components of inner peace and fulfillment. So, true self expression also allows you to communicate your needs and desires and boundaries effectively, both in personal and professional settings. By practicing this type of self expression, you create real and solid connections with others based on mutual understanding and respect. This strengthens your relationships and cultivates a supportive network that uplifts and empowers you on your journey. So, In the realm of outer prosperity, self expression plays a crucial role in unlocking your full potential and pursuing your passions. When you express yourself authentically, you attract opportunities and experiences that align with your true desires and aspirations. Whether it's your career, creative endeavors, or personal pursuits, self expression allows you to tap into your unique talents and strengths, driving you towards success and fulfillment. In essence, self expression is the key to unlocking the full spectrum of being and living a life that is truly aligned with your authentic self. By embracing self expression, you not only honor your true essence, but also create the foundation for that inner peace, authentic connections, and outer prosperity to flourish.
And it's important to identify ways to overcome any fears and self-doubts that may hinder your authentic self-expression. In fact, it's crucial. It's a crucial step in the journey towards having inner peace and attracting the outer prosperity you desire. So here are four things you can do right now to begin to overcome those fears and doubts. Right? Number one, recognize the source. Right? Start to put your attention and awareness on where the source is. Start identifying the root causes of your fear or fears and any self-doubt. Reflect on past experiences, societal expectations, or inner beliefs that may be contributing to these types of feelings. And by understanding the source of your fears, you can then begin to address them more effectively. Okay, number two is to challenge negative thoughts. So start practicing challenging any negative thoughts and beliefs that undermine your confidence and your self worth. And begin to replace the self limiting beliefs with empowering declarations of reality and positive self talk. Cultivating a mindset of self expression and resilience, recognizing that setbacks and failures are natural parts of growth and learning. Number three is to step outside your comfort zone every now and then.
Hmm.
Okay? Maybe more often than you'd like to, but step outside your comfort zone. Gradually expose yourself to situations that trigger fear and self doubt, and challenge yourself to take small steps towards self expression. Pushing past your comfort zone allows you to expand your boundaries and build confidence in your ability to navigate uncertainty and discomfort. And then number four is to seek support, right? Don't hesitate to reach out for support from trusted friends, family members, or professionals, right? If you're struggling to overcome a fear or self doubt, use those resources. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and encourage your growth. And seek guidance from mentors or counselors who can offer you perspective and guidance.
Exactly. So, and here are some practical techniques for expressing yourself authentically in various areas of your life. This is essential for translating inner authenticity into outward expression. So, the first one is to cultivate self awareness and start by developing a deeper understanding of yourself, including your values, your beliefs, your strengths, and areas for growth. Self-awareness forms the foundation for authentic self-expression, allowing you to align your actions with your true identity. And then practice assertiveness. Like, learn to assertively communicate your thoughts, feelings, and needs in personal professional interactions. Assertiveness involves expressing yourself honestly and respectfully while maintaining boundaries and advocating for your interests. And then there's number three, to develop listening skills. Oh gosh, this is so important. Effective communication is not just about expressing yourself. It also involves listening attentively to others with empathy and understanding. Practice actively listening techniques such as paraphrase or summarize, and asking clarifying questions to enhance mutual understanding and connection in your relationships. Number four would be to express emotions authentically. Allow yourself to express a full range of emotions authentically without judgment or inhibition. Emotions are an integral part of the human experience, and expressing them honestly fosters emotional intimacy and connection with others. And the final one, number five, is to find creative outlets. Explore creative outlets such as art, writing, music, or dance as avenues for your own self expression. Engaging in creative activities allows you to channel your thoughts and your emotions into tangible forms of expression, fostering self discovery and your own personal growth. And by learning and practicing these practical techniques, you can cultivate a greater sense of authenticity and confidence in expressing yourself authentically in all areas of your life.
Yeah, and we teach these and variations of these in our Infinite Mastery coaching program. And obviously don't have time to go too deeply into all of them here in this live stream, but let's cover one of these techniques in detail for you. All right. Let's look at the first one, cultivating self-awareness. Because cultivating self-awareness is like it's like excavating a hidden treasure buried within yourself. Right? Just as archaeologists carefully uncover artifacts, ancient artifacts buried deep within layers of the earth, you sometimes have to dig deep within yourself to unearth the gems of your true identity. With patience, with curiosity, and with dedication, you'll uncover a rich tapestry of your values, your beliefs, your strengths, and your aspirations. And the cool thing is that each discovery brings you closer to aligning your actions with your authentic self and paving the way for genuine self expression and fulfillment for the rest of your life. To cultivate self awareness and deepen your understanding of yourself, follow these instructions. Number one, reflect on your values and your beliefs. And you can do this by taking time to reflect on what truly matters to you in your life. Consider your core values, such as honesty. Like, what's its core for you? Integrity, compassion, freedom, whatever they are. Write down these values and reflect on why they're important to you. You should also examine your beliefs about yourself, about others, and about the world around you, and question where these beliefs originated and whether they align with your authentic self or not. Here are some examples of core values, beliefs about others and the world that you could examine for yourself. Okay, core values could be something like honesty, right? Where you value truthfulness and transparency in your interactions with others. This value may stem from experiences of being lied to or deceived in the past, leading you to prioritize honesty and integrity. And then there's the value of integrity, right? Where you uphold a strong moral code and strive to act in alignment with your principles and convictions. Well, this value may have been instilled in you by role models or mentors who emphasize the importance of integrity and ethical behavior. And what about freedom, right? As a value, you value autonomy and the ability to make choices that align with your individual preferences and desires. This value may have originated from experience of feeling restricted or constrained in the past, leading you to prioritize freedom and self determination. And then there's the beliefs about self, right? So self worth, right? You believe in your inherent worth and value as a person, regardless of external achievements or validations from others. Well, this belief may have been nurtured or not by supportive caregivers or mentors who affirmed your worthiness and encouraged your self-confidence. And it wasn't based on an external variable, right? And then there is, belief about potential for growth. Maybe you believe in your ability to learn, adapt, and grow through life, or not. Either way, this belief may have been influenced by experiences of overcoming challenges or setbacks, or not, demonstrating your resilience and capacity for personal development, or continuing to fall into the traps and the limitations and the failures. They all contribute, all those experiences. So reflect on that. Or self-limiting beliefs, right? You hold beliefs about your limitations and inadequacies that may hinder your self-expression and growth. And they may have been internalized from past failures, criticisms, comparisons to others, so that you end up questioning the origins of these beliefs. And it can help you to challenge and reframe them to align with your authentic self instead. Then there's beliefs about others, right? Maybe there's beliefs around trust. If trust is a value for you and your belief around that makes it difficult for you to trust, then you've set yourself up for failure, right? Maybe you believe in the inherent goodness and reliability of others, and you approach relationships with an open and trusting attitude. This belief may have been shaped by positive experiences of forming deep connections and experiencing mutual support and understanding, right? Then there's empathy. You believe in the capacity of others to experience emotions and perspectives different from your own, and you strive to understand and empathize with their experiences. This belief may have been cultivated through exposure to diverse perspectives and experiences that foster empathy and compassion. But then on the other side, there's skepticism, right? Maybe you hold a cautious attitude towards others, preferring to approach relationships with a degree of skepticism until trust is earned, right? And this belief may have come from past experiences of betrayal or deception, leading you to prioritize caution and discernment in your interactions. Whatever they are, reflecting on these values and these beliefs along with their possible origins can provide you valuable insights into your authentic self, and guide you towards living a life aligned with your true identity and aspirations.
Exactly. So next we have number two, to explore your strengths and weaknesses. Make a list of your strengths and talents and skills. These can both be tangible abilities, such as technical skills or creative talents, and intangible qualities, such as resilience and empathy or adaptability. Acknowledge and celebrate your strengths, because they are integral to your authentic self. Make sure that you identify areas where you may have room for growth or improvement. Embrace these opportunities for growth as pathways to further self-discovery and development. Some ways to celebrate your strengths could include some celebration milestones. Set aside time to celebrate significant milestones or achievements that highlight your strengths. Whether it's completing a challenging project or reaching a personal goal or receiving recognition for your efforts. Celebrate these moments as affirmations of your strengths and capabilities, and share successes with others, not in a bragging kind of a way, but in a confidence kind of a way. Share your successes and strengths with trusted friends and family members or colleagues. Allow yourself to receive acknowledgement and praise from others who accept your contributions and accomplishments. Celebrate together and bask in that positive energy and that support for your social circle. And then there's rewarding yourself. Treat yourself to rewards or incentives as a way of acknowledging and celebrating your strengths. This could be anything from indulging in a favorite activity or hobby, or treating yourself to a special meal or experience. Celebrate your hard work. Celebrate your achievements by giving yourself something to look forward to and enjoy. And then there's your possible areas for growth could be something like assertiveness. While you excel in empathizing with others' perspectives, you may struggle to assert your own needs and boundaries assertively. Developing assertiveness skills can help you communicate your thoughts and preferences more effectively and advocate for yourself in various situations. And then there's time management. Oh my gosh, time management. The ultimate, arch enemy of social media, as I call it. You may find yourself occasionally overwhelmed by competing priorities and deadlines. Improving time management skills such as setting priorities, delegating tasks, and establishing structured schedule can help you manage your time more efficiently and reduce stress. And then one of our favorites is networking. While you have strong interpersonal skills, you may benefit from expanding your professional network and building connections in your field. Engaging in networking opportunities such as industry events, conferences, and online forums. You can broaden your professional contacts and access new opportunities for collaboration and growth.
So, in cultivating self-awareness, you got those two steps. And the third step is to practice self-reflection, right? Very important if you want to cultivate self-awareness to have self-reflection practices. So set aside regular time for doing just that. And this can be done through, we mentioned it earlier, journaling, meditation, or even just simply quiet contemplation. Simple as that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
During these moments of introspection, ask yourself probing questions about your thoughts, about your emotions, and about your experiences. So pay attention to reoccurring patterns when you do this. Pay attention to the things that trigger you. Pay attention to the reactions in your life. Right? Self-reflection allows you to gain insight into your inner world and uncover deeper layers of your authentic self. And step 4 in cultivating self-awareness is seeking feedback from others. Again, we mentioned this a little earlier. Reach out to trusted friends, trusted family members, or mentors for feedback on your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. Make sure you're choosing individuals who know you well and can offer constructive and supportive feedback. Sometimes it's also important to have someone who doesn't know you well that you can express and share and have them give you a perspective there too. Whatever it is, listen attentively to their perspectives and insights and be open to learning from their observations. External feedback can provide valuable insights that, again, may not be apparently and immediately clear to you. Step 5, engage in self-discovery activities. So explore activities that and experiences that allow you to learn more about yourself and your preferences. This could be, including things like trying new hobbies, right? Trying it out, seeing if it resonates with you or not, traveling to unfamiliar places, right? Going outside the normal circle that you frequent, right? Or participating in personal development workshops, live streams, events, things of this nature, which get you to start to think differently, start to have different perspectives, right? Pay attention when you attend those things, when you do those things, pay attention to how different experiences make you feel and what resonates with your authentic self. Embrace curiosity, embrace openness as you take that journey of self discovery. And that should give you a good head start on finding that inner peace that you so often that you can use to attract that outer prosperity, right? So let's talk about attracting abundance then. Attracting abundance is intrinsically linked to inner peace. Because as you release scarcity thinking and embrace abundance consciousness, you free yourself from the grip of fear, worry, and anxiety. You start to trust in the inherent abundance of the universe and surround yourself and surrender yourself to the flow of life, knowing that you are supported and provided for in every moment.
Exactly. Outer prosperity naturally flows or follows inner peace and abundance. When you are in alignment with your true self and the universal flow of abundance, you effortlessly attract opportunities, resources, and success into your life. You actually become magnetic to people, circumstances, and experiences that support your highest and greatest aspirations. It's not new, but profound and powerful things don't always have to be new. Sometimes you just need to hear it that one more time and something inside just clicks in order for you to not fully get its value, but also to activate the inner mechanisms necessary so that you begin to consistently implement. And I'm talking, of course, about visualization. It's a powerful tool for manifesting abundance by vividly imagining your desired outcomes and your experiences. Set aside dedicated time each day, every day, to visualize your goals and aspirations as they have already come to fruition. They've already happened. Just visualize it, imagine it, feel it, touch it, taste it, engage all of your senses to create a detailed mental image of what abundance looks like, feels like, and sounds like to you. Not someone else's definition, your definition. Visualize yourself living a life filled with abundance and prosperity and fulfillment in vivid detail. Allow yourself to experience the emotions of joy and gratitude and excitement as you immerse yourself in this abundant reality. In our signature program, the Infinity Process, we actually add in elements that can multiply your visualization impact by 50 to 100 times. But just the simple act of consistently visualizing will get you ahead of most people on the path to prosperity living.
And another thing to bump up your traction factor is to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. And again, one of those things you've heard different times, many different ways. And hearing it in a different way or a different time can have a different impact for you. Could be the one. This is essential for attracting abundance either way, right? So take time each day to express gratitude for the blessings, the opportunities, and the abundance that's already present in your life. And start by keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Just 3 things. And focus both on the big and the small blessings, right? By acknowledging and appreciating the abundance that surrounds you, you open yourself up to receiving even more abundance from the universe. And we're not advocates of using affirmations, especially the way it's often taught in personal development and law of attraction space. We believe it's more powerful and impactful if you create and use declarations of reality instead. So you declare a reality to be so. So much so that we've made it a critical component in the infinity process that we teach our students and clients. Use declarations of reality to declare your belief in an abundant reality and claim your desires and with confidence and certainty. Right? Craft specific declarations that reflect your belief in abundance and prosperity, such as I am deserving of all of the abundance the universe has to offer. or I attract prosperity and abundance into my life effortlessly. But do it more as a declaration as opposed to an affirmation, hoping it's going to happen. Declare it. Get confirmation that that is true for you, and then declare it. And repeat these declarations daily with conviction and belief, internalizing them as truth that align with your abundant reality. And speak these declarations with confidence and certainty, knowing that your words have power to shape your reality and attract abundance into your life.
Yeah, and lastly, while it may at first seem a little bit woo-woo-ish, for lack of a better term, there is more and more evidence to show that there is merit behind this practice. And that's to find ways to align your energy with the frequency of abundance by releasing limiting beliefs, releasing fears and negative emotions that block that flow of prosperity. Practice energy clearing techniques such as meditation and breath work or Reiki to release energetic blockages and raise your vibration. So surround yourself with positive influences and environments that uplift and inspire you. By aligning your energy with the frequency of abundance, you become a magnet for prosperity and attract opportunities. You'll attract more resources and abundance into your life effortlessly. By incorporating these practical strategies into your daily routine, you can cultivate an abundance mindset and magnetize prosperity into every area of life. Visualization, gratitude practices, confident declarations, and energy alignment work synergistically to support your consciousness and align you with the infinite abundance of the universe. And as you embody the vibration of abundance, you become a powerful co-creator of your reality, manifesting your deepest desires and living a life filled with joy, abundance, and complete fulfillment.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Right? A life filled
Please
with
do.
joy, abundance,
Please do
and
imagine
fulfillment.
that.
Now that's a load of great stuff for you today, and to find inner peace and attract the outer prosperity. None of it is any good if all you're doing is listening and letting it go in one ear and out the other, right?
Yeah,
Put a
exactly.
block in one ear, so that this stuff echoes through your mind, into your thoughts, into your beliefs, through your behaviors, and show up as experiences of reality in your environment, right? So remember, we are extending an invitation to come to and join us next week on a masterclass event that will catapult your business results this year. We decided that we had to make it easy and resistance free as possible for you to attend. So here's my crazy idea. All that we ask is for you to follow the link. I'm just dropping in the comments right there, right? Follow that link, hackingtheinfinitymatrix.com/ignite. Check out what it's all about. Decide that it's something you want to attend. And then here's the kicker: choose what you can comfortably afford between $1 and the retail price that we're going to price it at, which is $197. Anywhere in there. Totally up to you. Okay. I want to put it in your hands so you take control, you take that action. Then show up next Thursday on the Zoom link we send you, and we promise to knock your socks off in this 2.5 hour masterclass event. Okay. Doesn't that sound awesome or what? Okay.
Yep,
If
yep, yep.
again, hashtag crazy if you think we're crazy to do that, but you get to name the price. The date is July 25th, 10 a.m. PST. Next Thursday, you'll get the full details and get the full details at that link. Register now, hackingtheinfinitymatrix.com/ignite. Name your price, and we'll see you on that ignition factor, catapulting your business with 6 radical steps. So we'd like to thank you for showing up today and being here with us. We appreciate you. That's our class for today. We'd like to leave you with a dare, as we do every week. And that is, we dare you to be exceptional today, tomorrow, and every day after that. And the only way to do that is to implement what you learn and learn from what you implement. That's it for our live stream today. Thank you all for being here. We look forward to seeing you next week. And hopefully we'll see you on that live stream. Thank you, Jolene. Thanks everyone else for
Thank you.
dropping the comments and chats. We'll talk to you and see you soon. Be well.
Bye.
Bye bye, everyone.